Okay, good morning Team Maroon, it's Mr. Jacobs with our Literacy Learning today, looking at the Olympic movement. So we've got the Olympics as our topic, and I'm looking at challenging you to create some writing that centres around an Olympic Games of choice. So your challenge is you're going to choose from a list of 5 recent Olympic Games. You're going to need to choose one, what comes out list at the end. Decide whether you're going to write a newspaper report, use one of the newspaper templates I've created, or if you would like to create a PowerPoint presentation. The learning has been differentiated, so you will know that the Red Hot Challenge is a really more challenging, difficult one to complete, and in Sizzling there's a little bit more resources there to support you in completing. So Red Hot Challenge, design and write a newspaper article. So blank piece of paper effectively, you need to create your own newspaper design, or if you're confident with PowerPoint, create your own PowerPoint presentation of your Olympic Games. Scorching, I have provided a template, a sort of newspaper article template with some pointers as to what you need to include in that newspaper report. Hot, there's some more supportive resources in that newspaper article, so there's a few questions that by providing the answers to, you're building up your newspaper article. And similar again for Sizzling, a bit more information there that you will provide given answers to questions I provided to you. Or if you prefer, you could create an informative poster which highlights the key events from your chosen Olympics. So for example, if you knew who won the 100 metres, which might have been Usain Bolt, on your poster you'd have a picture of Usain Bolt, and that could be either something you draw or something you could take a photocopy of or get a teacher or adult to print off an image on Usain Bolt. Okay, so what does your newspaper article need to include? Well, we need to know who the host nation was. So in 2012, Great Britain was the host nation, England was the host nation, as well, predominantly with London being the centre stage, but events took place all over the United Kingdom. Winners, who are the winners in your chosen Olympics? So again, if you chose 2012, here's a picture of Mo, who you may recall won gold in that event, won a couple of gold medals. Medals, clearly a feature of any Olympics, so you may want to mention the medal winners of your chosen Olympics. There's Jessica Ennis, one of the heroes from Olympic 2012, but also a Great Britain hero, Great British female hero for us. So again, include all winners, not just the most popular ones or the most standout ones. Try and include male winners, female winners, different events. Usain Bolt, we all know Usain Bolt, a clear role model, but try and include these areas in your report. So what Olympic Games will you choose? We have London in 2012, Brazil in 2016, China was in 2008, 2004 Athens, and in 2000 we have Sydney. Now clearly some of you weren't alive for those events, but you can go on the internet and research if you want to choose something perhaps you don't know nothing about, or you may want to go with the recent one in Brazil, or even London, which you may know of already. So how are you going to represent these using the templates? This is an example of a scorching template. The start of it, the highlights from the Olympics. So at the very top of your page, you need to decide which Olympics you're choosing. So if it was London 2012, the space there is you would need to obviously write in big bold letters or numbers even, 2012. The highlight from the Olympics. So you need to read up a little bit about that Olympics, what happened during it, and then try and write a paragraph that highlights the key events from that Olympics. Then underneath that you've got the top 4 performances. So what were the top rated performances from that Olympics? It might have been someone who won a world record. I think Mo won the world record there in his event, so you might have chosen that. But look at the top 4 performances. There's a medal table there. If you were to Google the medal table for the Olympics 2012, or whichever year you choose, it will come up with an Olympic table, and you can copy that into your table there. Then it's asking you to create or copy the host nation flag, but also the top nation flag. So whichever nation won the most medals, that's the top nation. An example of hot. Key information is very similar, but I've given you the pointer. So instead of writing a paragraph about the highlights, for example, we've got the results there. So often people look for the winners of the 100 metres in both male and female. male high jump winner, and you've got the female heptathlon winner. If you want to create something very similar but tweak it a little bit, by all means choose a blank piece of paper and just use this as a guide. Alternatively, you can use it to add your information too. Here we are with sizzling, very similar to hot, but I have just given you some questions. So what country and city hosted your Olympic Games? You can respond if it was 2012, for example. United Kingdom hosted it, with the main city being London. Something similar to that, just to compile your newspaper article. As mentioned before, you could make a PowerPoint presentation if you feel confident to do that. You can copy and paste information that you research, or you could create a poster. So if you are going to create a poster, we need to make it colourful. You need to have obviously the Olympic rings on there. Certainly I would advise you put that on there, and you can copy and paste and get your teacher perhaps to print off some images for you. But it is key, it is a writing exercise, so you will need to put some headlines in there, perhaps who was a 100-metre winner, that kind of information.